She'd already had her leave extended and she didn't want to push her luck, so she went straight to Lincoln. Patty shook her head. How's your mum coping? Dana spoke through downturned lips. Dad didn't just want me to go back so he could say his final goodbye. He wanted to tell me that I were adopted. Patty's jaw dropped. You can't be. I am. Dana leaned the side of her face against the palm of her hand. I wanted to wait till we were face to face before saying out, because I knew it were a lot to take in, and I wanted your advice on what I should say to Pete. She began to gulp back the tears. Because I thought the news might change things between us. Her voice trailed off. Darling Dana, you don't deserve this, said Patty quietly. Me and Lucy were talking about how people would react when they heard the news. Dana told Patty about the conversation with Lucy in the back of the taxi on their way to the bus station, and how she feared she might end up losing Pete and Lenny, as well as her father. Oh, Dana, lovey, it's not fair, is it? First your dad, now this. I bet you don't know whether you're coming or going. You're right there. She glanced towards the door as an airman walked in. I'm just glad Pete never told his father about me. She looked at Patty, who had turned pale. What now? Patty grimaced. Pete had received a letter from his father saying about you being... well, you know. Dana's eyes rounded. No. How on earth did he find out? Patty looked awkward. It were Alexa. Pete and Eddie paid her a visit a few days before you left for Ireland. Eddie said she denied it at first, but after a while she admitted talking about you in the steam room cafe in Yelverton Station. She shrugged helplessly. Alexa couldn't have known it at the time, but Pete's father was in the same cafe, and he overheard every nasty word that come from her lips. I knew she were a cow, but I never thought she'd go that far, snapped Dana. You wait till I see her. She's gone, said Patty. Posted to somewhere in London. Just as well, said Dana, adding, what did his father say? Did he think she was lying, or did he do what he should have done and told her to hold her vile tongue and mind her own business? Patty thinned her lips. I'm afraid he believed every word, and the letter he wrote to Pete was horrid, telling to finish things with you or lose his family and his inheritance. Dana's jaw dropped, but something Patty said earlier came back to her. You said Pete confronted Alexa before I'd left for Ireland, which means Pete knew about the letter, but he never mentioned anything. I wonder why not? Patty nodded. That's what I said to Eddie. He reckoned Pete wanted to speak to his father before saying out to you. Dana rested her chin against her knuckles while she thought this through. He knew how his father felt, knew what Alexa had done, so why not just say? It was obvious I'd find out sooner or later, and his father's a stubborn mule. He'd not change his mind. Her eyes flicked towards Patty. Do you reckon there were another reason why Pete kept stum? Patty gave a small shrug. Perhaps he needed to think what he would say if his father stuck to his guns, like whether he should see you in secret or tell his father to go take a run and jump or finish things with me. Dana slid her head down so that her forehead was resting against her knuckles. She spoke thickly through her arms. All this because of me. When she looked back up, her eyes were filled with tears. I wish he'd never met me. She pointed towards the ceiling of the cookhouse, drawing the attention of several diners. 'Cause his father would never have sent him that rotten letter, and he'd have been doing what he should have been doing up there, concentrating on the job in hand. Patty began to shake her head, but Dana continued. Think about it, Patty. All these years he's been flying and not one bullet, not one. Yet a few days after he receives this letter... Unable to say the words, she splayed her hands out, imitating an explosion. And that's all down to me. Patty wagged a reproving finger. I'll have none of that. None of this is your fault. You weren't the one tattletaling or making threats and ultimatums. Dana sat up, stony-faced. She spoke through pursed lips.